Interview Workshop, Office of Career Development, Davidson County Community College. I have an interview, so what do I need to do to prepare? First thing, research the organization. Go online to find out more information about that organization, the product or services they offer, mission statement, vision, and their values, strategic goals, special projects, news articles, competition, and business outlook. Know where you're going. Make sure you know the location of the interview. How are you going to get there? What are your transportation options? Be sure and plan for travel time. Think about parking. And remember, be on time. Getting organized. What you need to take with you to the interview. Maybe a professional notebook or binder, a pen and pad to take notes, copies of your resume, any copies of certificates or awards, list of references. Have them available if asked, and then examples of work or projects if needed. Group interviews. These are used more now to reduce employee turnover by receiving feedback from several interviewers. Here's some tips to help you with group interviews. Make sure you greet and acknowledge all interviewers. Write their names down as they introduce themselves. Don't focus on one interviewer. Engage everyone. Make eye contact with each one as you answer each question, and then shake their hands with everyone at the end of the interview. Body language. Maintain a good posture, no slouching, firm handshake, make good eye contact, and smile. During the interview, lean forward to show interest. Avoid crossing your arms and legs. Keep your hands in your lap. Try to suppress those restless habits like fidgeting or leg tapping. Maintain good eye contact while listening to the interviewer, and be mindful of your facial expressions. Potential interview questions that you could be asked. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Why did you choose this particular career? Why do you want to work for our organization? Why are you the best candidate for this position? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Tell me about a time when you had to handle a conflict with a coworker or a customer. How did you handle it and what was the result? Why would a former supervisor say about your performance and work ethic? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 10 years? Strengths and weaknesses. For strengths questions, talk about your attributes that you have. For weakness questions, try to turn a negative attribute into a positive one. Here's some examples for strength. My time management skills are excellent, and I am organized and efficient. An example of a weakness, I'm a hard worker and sometimes take on too many tasks, but I've learned to manage my time better and ask for help when I need it. Sample questions you may want to ask. Can you tell me more about? If hired, when would you want me to start? What are your organization's strengths? What would be my primary duties if I'm selected? What are some challenges that your organization faces? And how would you describe your organization's culture? What not to ask during an interview. How much are you going to pay me? How soon will I be able to take a vacation? When will I be eligible for a raise? Do you do background checks and or credit checks? Can I arrive early or as late as long as I get my work done? Can I make personal calls during the day? How many breaks do I get per day? How'd I do? I really need a job. Illegal interview questions. How old are you? Are you married? Do you have children? What religion are you? Where were you born? Do you have any disabilities? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? Dressing for the interview. Making a good first impression. Dress in a manner that is professionally appropriate to the position you're applying for. Dressing professionally shows respect for yourself, the interviewer, and the company. You will more than likely be taken more serious as a potential candidate if you present yourself in a professional manner. What to wear to an interview. For men, dress pants and shirt, necktie, coordinating socks and dress shoes with matching belt. Make sure your clothing is neat, clean, and pressed. Your shoes are well polished and in good condition. Make sure your hair is trimmed, neat, and clean. And some things to avoid: loud colors and flashy ties, heavy cologne or aftershave, and smoking before the interview. What to wear to the interview for women? Preferably a dress suit with a skirt or pants, a conservative blouse and dress shoes that are low-heeled and have a closed toe. Make sure your clothing is neat, clean, pressed, and fits you well. Make sure your shoes are in good condition and not scuffed or worn. Hair is neat, clean, and conservatively styled. Things to avoid: a blouse that is too lacy, sheer, or low cut, a skirt that is above the knee, heavy perfume and makeup, and bright or unusual nail colors, and long nails. Preparing for the interview day. Make sure you get a good night's sleep beforehand. Eat a good breakfast. Be on time. Make sure you plan ahead. Turn off the cell phone during the interview. Do not smoke beforehand. And no chewing gum during the interview. Greet the receptionist. Good morning. Make sure you give a firm handshake and eye contact. Make sure you acknowledge everyone in a group setting. Closing and follow-up. Thank you for your time. What is our next step? Want to make sure you ask for the job. Get a business card, because you need to send a thank you card or at least a thank you email within 24 to 48 hours after you've interviewed. Follow-up time frames. What's the usual time frame that I need to think about? Generally 5 to 7 business days. I didn't get the job, so stay in touch. You never know. Things may not work out with that first candidate, and they may want to talk with you. If you have questions, please contact the DCCC Office of Career Development at 336-249-8186, extension 6245, or at cd@davidsoncccc.edu.